Hello, everyone. It's me, Cindy Seidelman, and welcome to part 7 of the price ranking the Price is Right pricing games. Can you believe it's 7 iterations of this? We've gone through 60 of them. We're almost through the 80s, and we're heading into the 90s, where everything is acceptable in the 90s. Anyway, we're not going to waste any time with this. We got an interesting mix of pricing games that debuted during this time period. And before we continue on, I want to say something that an eagle-eyed watchers of this series picked on something that I missed, and I missed a pricing game. So we're going to go back and pick that up. This one actually debuted before Plinko, and that is Pick-a-Pair. Debuted April 12th, 1982, still in the rotation. Now, it's quite simple. There are 6 items. There are 3 matches, so one would match with one, 2 match with other, yada, yada, yada. And the goal is you got to find a pair of items that match. If you do, you win. Now, the first iteration of the pricing game was this very cool-looking Ferris wheel. Now, it looks good, but it did take the game quite a while to play, because you have to wait for one item to go all the way around and come back, and then it just got really, really hectic. And sometimes it did break down. So the game was put on the side for a while. I think in 87, they stopped playing Pick-a-Pair for a little while. Then they brought it back a couple years later with the design that we all know and love right now. A lot more simplistic, and I'll be honest, I like the second design a lot better because of this reason. Those light up blue windows, those are beautiful. And I think Pick-a-Pair is a good game, a good quick play game. And you're going to notice in a lot of these pricing games that they're going to be a lot more smaller games that made their debut. Now we get back with the order proper, and that is Credit Card. It debuted December 7th, 1987, and it got retired on Halloween 2008. It's simple. You can't go over your credit card limit, and you got to pick 3 of the 5 items. So essentially what it means is you got to pick the 3 lowest price items, because even picking one of the high items will put you over the credit limit if you even select the 2 lowest ones. It's one of those games you have to play perfectly in order to win, and I think Credit Card's okay. I do like the credit card gimmick, and although I will say that I think Bruce's Price is Right implemented this game a little bit better, because you could get away with picking the second most expensive item and picking the 2 lowest ones and still win. But then again, they play it differently. Is you have the 3 items that you pick; those are the only prices you win. And with Barker's version, you get the 3 lowest ones. You get 5, all 5. So, good game. Just got canceled due to reasons, I guess. I guess Drew didn't understand it. And then we get to Spelling Bee, which is a real barn burner of a car game. So you're shown 30 numbers. Behind 11 of them are the word letter C. Behind 11 of them are letter A. Behind 6 of them are the letter R, and 2 of them that say car. You get 2 free picks, and then you're shown a small item, and you have to guess the price within 10. Nowadays, it's extended to 20. And if you get one right, you pick another number. However, if you get it on the nose, you get every single card. You get all of the small prizes and the 3 cards that you could win. Now, originally this game, $500 was written on every card, meaning you could take $2,500 and quit if you got all 5 cards, or draw for the car. And it's possible that you could draw for the car and get 5 C's or 5 A's or 5 R's. It's not likely, but it has the possibility of happening. So hardly anybody took the cash later on, but they upped it to $1,000. I want to say 2010, 2011 is when they upped it to 1,000. So I think that was also around the time where they upped the range from 10 to 20. Great card game. I love Spelling Bee. And yeah, a lot of good things about Spelling Bee. Then we get to the next pricey game, and that is Super Saver. Now, getting back to the topic of pricing games that kind of have a cult following, Super Saver is one of them. Now, you're shown 6 grocery items, and what you have to do is find the prices that are below the actual retail price. Now, they're not off by much. They're off about by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, by a few cents. And what you have to do is try to get $1 in savings in your bank. If you do, you win. Now, the problem with this game is it's one of those games you kind of have to play perfectly. And there's no leeway. Maybe with some setups, you can miss one small item. Miss one item. You can pick one item which might be over by about 10 cents or 20 cents and be okay. Now, the problem with Super Saver has nothing to do with the game itself. It has to do with the prop. Because the prices had little try-ons that they did that were on, and often or not, they broke down. So, this could have been remedied by changing the prices from try-ons to just pull-down items with the actual retail price, and you saved or you lost 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, whatever. That'd be a better way to do this game. It's a good game, just technical issues killed it. Honestly, it's the same thing that killed Penny Ante. Technical issues killed a decent game. Then we get Make Your Move, which is another good game. You're shown a row of 9 numbers, and you have a 2-digit item, a 3-digit item, and a 4-digit item. The number, and you have to put the smallest item, which is 2 digits, under the 2 numbers that you think is the price of the item. Then you take the 3-digit item, put it underneath the 3 numbers that you think is the price of that item, and the other 4 digits are the price of that item. Now, no numbers overlap, so there is it's like a puzzle. It's once you figure out one, you can figure out the rest. And what I have to say is I like Make Your Move. And it's a set that really doesn't need to be updated in any way, shape, or form. It's a good, solid, quick play game, and that's what I like. And speaking of quick play games, we got another one in 2 for the price of 1. Now, you're shown a 3-digit item, and then you have a bigger item. But the bigger item is like a bonus compared to the 3-digit item. You're shown 2 rows of numbers, one up top, one on bottom, and you gotta figure out what the actual price of the 3-digit item is. Now, you're given help. You can pick the first number, the second number, the third number, and they give it to you. Then you gotta use that to figure out which of the other 2 numbers goes with it. If you get the actual retail price correct, you win both prizes, i.e., 2 for the price of 1. And I like it. I mean, it's okay, but I like it. And there's not more than needs to be said about it. It's just, you're going to see a lot of quickie games that debuted to fill out that rotation, which honestly was starting to get rather thin. Because a lot of the quick play games was getting played out. Then we get to Gallery Game. The big debut for the 19th season, and it was not good. So let me explain what Gallery Game was about. You're shown a price, in an artist painting. And they're shown a little bit of the price of the of 1 digit. and you gotta fill in that digit with a number, with the number that you think it could be. Now, the idea was if it's rounded up top or it's got a straight line up top, like it could be a 7, it could be a 5, possibly a 2. But it was not that good of a game. And I think the painting aspect doomed it. I mean, there was a decent idea for a game there. And you would see that decent idea for a game come back in a different way with a game that will debut shortly. Then we get from gallery game to swap meet. And as you're noticing, I'm starting to use different eras of The Price is Right when it comes to photos. Like, I've used a lot of Barker stuff, but I wanted to show some Doug Davidson stuff off, and for the next two, I'm going to show off some Drew Carey stuff. So I'm going to do a lot more shuffling of the eras. And for Swap Meet, you're shown one prize, and you're shown 3 others. And what you have to do is match the 3 items. You have to match one. Okay, I'm sorry. You got to figure out which one of the 3 items is the exact same price as the first item. And if you do that, you win. Think of it as like pick a pair, except you have one set item. Like, you missed one, and you got to figure out which 2 match. And honestly, it's a pretty good game. I'm glad it's still in the rotation. And I just like the setup. Although, I'm just wondering if in a rebrand they kind of screw with the presentation, kind of make it more like a current swap meet, which is like a pavement, like it's the outside of a stadium or something. Like the local swap meet that we had here in Tacoma, it used to be like a drive-in theater at night before they stopped showing movies there. Now it got bulldozed, and now it's like more office buildings or something. Sometimes I wish the drive-in didn't die here in Tacoma, but it did. What was I speaking of again? Oh, yeah. Swap Meet the game. Good game. I like it. Not much to be said there. Now, we talked about how Gallery Game was flawed. Well, they fixed it. And it kind of became pick a number. So, essentially, you're shown the price, but there's a number missing, and you're shown 3 different numbers. Just pick which one is the right one. And if you find the right one, you win the prize. Decent quick play game, and it had Gallery Games mechanic in trying to figure out what number was the right one, but this one just cleaned it up for you. And there's not more needs to be said about pick a number. It's straightforward and to the point, like double prices. And speaking of double prices, another quick play game, and the last one of the set, is Switch. Debuted February 27th, 1992, around the same time pick a number debuted. So you have prices on 2 items. Now you have to figure out if that's correct or if the prices should be switched. So with the demonstration right here taken from a pretty recent episode, 2028 for a refrigerator and $3,049 for the computer and desk and printer. The computer and the 3D printer. Are they right, or should they be switched? And if you get it right, you win. It's one of those quick play games. I mean, it takes the idea of double prices or one right price and puts it on its head. And I like it. I like Switch. It led to one of the funnest moments that I had when I attended a taping of The Price is Right. There was this contestant, and everybody in the audience thought the prices should be switched, except for 2 people in the aisle on the other side of us said, "Leave him alone! Leave him alone!" And once she switched them, they yelled at her, "Switch him back! Switch him back!" And then she asked Drew, "Can I switch him back?" And she did. That part was edited out. And she won. So good on them for listening to the two people in the audience that actually knew it. I admit I was wrong. By the way, once Price is Right comes back with a full audience, do yourself a favor and go. Wonderful time to be had. Even on a show that ends on a double overbid, you're going to have a good time at the Price is Right. So now that's the 10. Nothing that really cracked the top 10 in the rankings. So, but you're going to wind up with items like this. I mean, it freshens up the rotation. You add new quick play games and, just add some more variety to the show. I mean, you're not going to see patterns like you did in the first season of The Price is Right, where one episode would be any number, double prices, and bonus game, and the next episode would be grocery game, the original bullseye, and then double prices. And that pattern was there for a little while. Then they added more pricing games, added to the rotation, and there you go. Simple as that. Now we get to the rankings, and for the bottom 10, we have a new member of the bottom 10. Professor Price still at the bottom at 70, double digits 69. Not nice. Shower Game 68, Bullseye 72, 67, Telephone Game 66, Mystery Price 65, On the Nose 64, Secret X 63. Gotta put Gallery Game in the bottom 10. Decent premise, but horrid execution. Although I do admit the paintings were pretty cool. Finish Line at 61. Then we got Balance Game 84 at 60. 5 price tags. Pick a number. I like double prices more than I do pick a number, honestly. And I like Switch a little better than I did double prices, so those two blended. Walk of Fame 55. Give or Keep 54. Trader Bob 53. Add 'em Up 52. One Right Price 51. Then we get Poker Game at 50. 40. I put Credit Card at 49. Now, that's the thing with the middle 20 to 30. They all blend together. I enjoy all of them. It's just hard to, configure them where they won't cause panic. 48 Blank Check or the Check Game. 47 2 for the price of one. Squeeze Play 46. Grocery Game 45. Hurdles 44. Swap Meet I put 43. Bump 42, Hit Me 41. Then we get Take Two at 40. Super Saver would be higher if it had a better presentation. Bullseye 76, 38. Checkout 37. Barker's Bargain Bar, the Bargain Game 36. Penny Ante 35. Make Your Move barely gets in the top half at 34. 3 Strikes 33. Safe Crackers 32. Danger Price 31. Then we get to the top 30. Phone Home Game, Now and Then, Switcheroo, High Low, Lucky 7, Most Expensive, Pick a Pair 24, Shell Game, It's Optional, and One Away. So a lot of middling pricing games we had, and the only one to crack the top 20 is Spelling Bee. Range Game 20, Bonus Game 19, Card Game 18, 10 Chances 17, Any Number 16, Race Game 15. Spelling Bee gets put into 14. I like Hole in One or Two just a little bit better. Then we get what's left. The top 13 don't change. Hole in One or Two, Master Key, Money Game, and then the top 10 remain the same. Pathfinder, Dice Game, Grand Game, Punch a Bunch, Super Ball, Temptation, Clock Game, Cliffhangers, Golden Road, and Plinko. Phew! That's another show. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this set. Kind of a set. But we're in the 90s now, so we're going to have more games to talk about. And next up, well, I'll tell you right now, Buy or Sell and Magic Number is next. Because I originally was going to put them in this set, and I forgot Pick a Pair originally, and I did a relook and noticed I had forgotten 2 for the price of 1. So that's why I had to cross out Buy or Sell and Magic Number. They will be in the 8th set, along with Split Decision, and It's in the Bag, I believe, along with others. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, and go back and watch the other 6 Price of Game Rankings videos that we have done. What are your rankings for the 10 games that we talked about today? Put them in the comment section below, or any video ideas that you have in the future. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell for notifications. New videos debut Wednesday and Sunday. However, if you want to see those Sunday videos a day before anybody else, become a Patreon backer at patreon.com/GameShowGumbo. Our $1 a month patrons